Money T, beats.
This is a coordinated activity happening across this nation. And so we are in a state of emergency. Black people are dying.
Yeah. And then they wonder why we wanna burn it down, burn the whole shit down. And why you see black ashes piling up on the ground, why you see police cars flipped upside down. Till a black life matters, you gon' see black clouds, thick black smoke billowing from buildings in your town. Look, the 3rd precinct was a warning shot, blot out. Every police station, Minnesota showed us how. Fireworks, firebombs, Molotovs by the pound. Till it's no more George Floyd's, till I can be proud to be an American citizen again. Douse the flag in gasoline and light it for the black and brown. Kings and queens that won't be around to wear they crown. Do it for Arthur Grant, do it for Mike Brown. Do that shit for Philando, make it a fucking mound of ash and rubble. On the double, we had to pound the pavement, brought every lighter we had to burn it down. Thank you, crooked cops. You turned him to a pyro, turned him to an arsonist, turned him to a psycho, he's losing his shit. This ain't the person I know, he's about to flip. Somebody get his Bible. He about to set the roof on fire and let that motherfucker burn. He cannot be held liable. He about to set the roof on fire and let that motherfucker burn. Good person turn pyro. Voices of my people always falling on deaf ears. Won't rest till they give Derek Chauvin the death chair. Throw him under the jail, put a knee on his neck there. Keep a knee on his neck till he run out of breath there. Wait a few minutes after he stops breathing to get up. Then call the cleaners, tell the coroner come get him. Then pick up the phone, call his racist kin up, tell him they want a war. This how they gon' end up. How the fuck would you feel if that was your guys? When we say Black Lives Matter, you roll your eyes. Dirty oink oinks, 2020 apartheid. Tonight they lit the precinct up, let the embers fly. We do this shit for Trayvon, do it for Sandra Bland, do it for Stephon Clark, for everybody can. That shows them using excessive force on a black man. Burn this motherfucker down, torch it all, that's the plan. Burn it down. You turned him to a pyro, turned him to an arsonist, turned him to a psycho, he's losing his shit. This ain't the person I know, he's about to flip. Somebody get his Bible. He about to set the roof on fire and let that motherfucker burn. He cannot be held liable. He about to set the roof on fire and let that motherfucker burn. Good person turn pyro.
What if you turn on the news and saw the men in blue attacking someone that you knew? They probably ain't gonna make it through, would you be cool? What if they skin color white, they eyes are silly blue? To keep it real, they kinda look like you. Tell me, what would you do? Would a hashtag White Lives Matter be up for scrutiny? Or would you take it personal and activate the mutiny? In your community, tell me, would you riot? Would you set some shit on fire if you were sick and fucking tired? These questions, they should inspire you to put yourself in our shoes. How would you feel if privilege don't apply to you? The sight of you becomes a threat to authority. What if you lived in a world where you was now the minority and the majority rules but never rules in your favor? They say for every moment they get to throw you in cages. Just imagine you being fed up instead of putting your hands up and shooting first, aiming for cops. How could I blame you for it?
Thank you, crooked cops. You turned him to a pyro, turned him to an arsonist, turned him to a psycho, he's losing his shit. This ain't the person I know, he's about to flip. Somebody get his Bible. He about to set the roof on fire and let that motherfucker burn. He cannot be held liable. He about to set the roof on fire and let that motherfucker burn. Good person turn pyro.
This is not just a few cops doing things across the country. This is not a good cop versus bad cop situation. This is Ahmaud Arbery being shot down by white men on the streets of Georgia. Breonna Taylor being killed in her home. We cannot look at this as an isolated incident. The reason why buildings are burning are not just for our brother George Floyd. They're burning down because people here in Minnesota are saying to people in New York, to people in California, to people in Memphis, to people all across this nation, enough is enough. And we are not responsible for the mental illness that has been inflicted upon our people by the American government, institutions, and those people who are in positions of power. I don't give a damn if they burn down Target, because Target should be on the streets with us, calling for the justice that our people deserve.